Howdy ho lads, welcome back to our channel, and today we have an Ascent on our new review. If you like me and have had Cyberpunk 2077 relegated to the sidelines, just waiting for some to come along that sufficiently scratch that cyberpunk itch, the Ascent might be something for you to consider. A neon-infused fever dream with a well-fleshed-out combat system and some innovative game mechanics, the Ascent may be one of the 2021 sleepers hits. It's got plenty of exciting building blocks propping up its foundation. It's a twin-stick shooter set in a sprawling cyberpunk landscape, with promises of orders of loot for players to acquire from chests, missions, and the remains of their inventories. Too often, however, the game's more frustrating moments get in the way of the possibilities to the point that it's difficult to enjoy what the Ascent excels at. Set within a multi-tried Archology, grime and low-ranking indentured servants filled the top-bottom levels of the Ascent, while prestige settings and cloud skies wait at the top. The game features by the books cyberpunk set where you start out as one of those menial idents, as they call the Ascent, before you see your glimmer of hope, a way to ascend the ranks the Archology hierarchy. It is more a situation where you're taking care of yourself as opposed to being focused on rising above others, through that part open to interpretation depending on how into role-playing you are. The Ascent is not like a roguelike, it's not procedurally generated, and it does not have random loot drops, thank goddess. Instead, it is masterfully created isometric louter twin-stick shooter with carefully designed everything. From the maps to the weapons to enemy and quarters, the Ascent defies so many indie games now standard practice and instead carefully curates the experience for maximum effect. Loot drops are plentiful and weapons, armor and consumables can be bought, sold and upgraded at vendors. Additionally, your character has a long list of potential augmentation or special abilities that are on cooldown timers. The internal play of weapons, tactical gear and augmentation is truly ballistic in the heart of the battle, and everything can be switched out of the fly. Play the game with a 4-member squad, and the permutation of weapon and augmentations working in a sunk amazing entertaining. Through the true combat overall is probably the most familiar elements of experience. At least in the PC version of the Ascent, dialing in the optimal visuals and audio experience is available thanks to a generous number of choices. For example, there are options for a large selection of audio playback devices in a specialty audio headphone setting called indent mode, which places the players in a continuous surround of ambient noise, music, weapon effects and the voices. It is almost overwhelming. Speaking of the game music, it's excellent. Signed heavy with echoes of Vengables but capable of emotions range as well. Setting aside it's coming from such a small team, I think the Ascent is miraculous in a couple of ways. First, the detailed world building, environmental storytelling and the atmosphere are maybe the best experience of the cyberpunk aesthetics I ever seen in a game. Second, the developers have seamlessly cataloged every annoying mechanic in RPG and action games, from depth to rapid travel to the inventory management, and found a way to make them lose, unrest or disappear altogether. The Ascent is not an easy game, either mechanically or thematically, but it's completely engaging if for no other reason than to see into a very convictly realized future. Considering it's made by a core team of just 12 people, the Ascent feels like it's made by a team of many times more than that. Regardless of the fact it's made of a large amount of industry veterans, I still take some serious skill to make a game this good with a team that small. The Ascent interconnected world building and exciting combat make it a pleasant surprise and one of our favorite titles on 2021 so far. So, as I said before, if you are a huge cyberpunk fan, you have to try this dish because obviously it tastes so good. So it's kind of like a Diablo with the guns and shotguns and everything. You have to shoot, you have to do, you have to loot. Basically the game is fantastic for the co-op and also is fantastic for the single player. If you have such opportunity to play it, just use it and play it. You would definitely enjoy this game. Yo, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Tell me what you think about this game. And also, I will leave all the links in the description. I mean, to the Steam store, and probably you can get some free keys if you will be raped. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Peace. Have a good one.